being the AD, you are the focal point of the set. I learned watching as a PA, working up the ranks, the AD ranks. I learned from watching other ADs and just like finding my own groove. I know some people think ADs are like yellers, and I really tried not to be. I really tried to talk
And I
calmly.
yeah.
Yeah, show everybody respect because you got to have an open door policy. People have to come to you with questions. You don't want them to
Yes.
be afraid of you or afraid to come up to you because then things are going to fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
I miss the scheduling, working with movie magic scheduling. It's like a puzzle, really just figuring out this puzzle, how we're going to do it, and then coming up with an amazing schedule that, can maybe save time. If you can save time, you can save production money and
Yes.
everybody loves you even more. So sometimes I do. What I don't miss is the long hours. I don't miss the back pain.
We are the
Get Reelisms podcast.
I am Adam Chase Ren.
And I am Christine Chen. And surprise, we're both filmmakers.
We get into it by sharing secrets, advice, and gossip in film.
We even get our other filmmaking friends to share theirs too.
So please, everybody, join us for
An ode to filmmaking.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Welcome to the Get Reelisms podcast, episode 181. My name is Adam Chase Rennie.
And I am Christine Chen. And today we have a special guest, Matt from Onset Headsets. Can you introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? It's Matt from Onset Headsets. Delighted to be on your podcast. Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Thanks
being here.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's been a great surprise. I love connecting with our audience.
Yeah, I've been following Onset Headsets for a bit. I love innovative products a lot. I find that, especially in Los Angeles, there are a lot of filmmakers who are also entrepreneurs. And I find that to be super, super cool. And the reason why I follow Onset Headsets is because when I started Get Realisms, which is a branded film company, I was looking for innovative, just film brands, and Onset Headsets is one of them. As I also have a walkie rental company called Over and Out. And so we were looking for cool products. And with walkies, you always need headsets. And Onset Headsets is like customized headsets, and they can customize it with your logos, with different colors and stuff like that. It's super neat. But Matt, you want to talk about how did you come up with this idea? When did you start it? And how long has your company been in existence?
Yeah, I started Onset Headsets when I was also working on set. I worked in production as a PA. I started as a PA. And at the height of my career, I was a first AD, second AD, and flip-flop between both of them. But it was my time as an AD, or when I was being the walkie AD in Canada, in Vancouver, Canada, that I got the idea. Everybody was asking me for headsets, and I just had to just suggest that they go to stores or wherever to get a headset. At that time, about 15 years ago, headsets were hard to come across. You'd have to either get them from like a spy security store or get them from like a walkie-talkie dealer who would just jack up the prices on me. I remember paying $120 for surveillance back in the day.
Yeah.
And so that's where I got the idea to launch Onset Headsets, is just to provide good quality headsets, but at a lower cost, and trying just to reach more of the market. We wanted to be able to reach everybody from the PA to the camera assistant and everywhere in between. We wanted to be able to have access to our products. We marketed them right in the middle, $60, $65 for our main basic headset. And we do have other kinds of models, different customized models. We have the Film Pro X, for example, which has a dual input. So it's for ADs. I came up with the idea when I was ADing, because some ADs need to listen to their walkie-talkie and a CommTech at the same time. And so we used to have the double headset thing, right? You have your surveillance in one ear and you have your CommTech in the other ear. And so you're trying to listen to the walkie, what the actors are doing. And then you have your own thoughts in the middle. It's just too much. So I founded the Film Pro X for connection crossing. That's what that stands for. And so that has been a real game changer. Having it be an exclusive product to us, we're the only ones that make it or anything like it. It's really put us on the map. and ADs, ACs, first ACs, anybody that needs to listen to a Comtech at the same time swears by the Film Pro X. So where we're trying to position ourselves now is like the cool custom headset company that's like doing new things. Like really, headsets haven't changed much in the last 50 years, but we're trying to like just bring cool new options for people to have.
That's super cool that you used to be an AD. I am a first AD myself, and that's how I started everything as well, was because of that. To solve a problem. When you're on set, you don't have time to deal with all these problems. And it was the same thing. I worked on a set that gave us toy walkies, literally toy walkies, because they were too cheap or they just couldn't afford renting the CP200s, the industry standard ones. And they were like, oh, here are some walkies. They work. And it made my life so hard. Like nobody could hear us. There was literal toy walkies. And after that, I was like, you know what? I will buy real walkies and I will rent them out and they will come with me in my kit because I cannot. This is preventing me from doing my job. And so that is how I ended up in a freaking walkie business. And so that is so funny that it was because you as a first AD wanted to solve a problem. And that is, I'm going to need to try your Film Pro X because yes, right now I have the headset and then I have the comms on and then I'm like switching between the two. But so yes, I'm totally going to try one of those. That's super cool. And you
No,
said,
it's a struggle.
yeah. When did those? Because I didn't know about those.
Oh, I launched Onset headsets back in 2013
Okay.
and probably had the X Film Pro X came out shortly after 2014, 2015.
Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting because I started ADing in 2016 and then I was
Oh,
ADing
okay.
in Austin, Texas. And so I feel like I've only really started to notice a lot of these problems within the last 4 or 5 years when I've really gotten deep into the AD world. And so I'm now like, oh,
Mhm.
are there solutions to this? So now I'm like, okay, cool. That's amazing. And for have continued to innovate to solve more problems within the industry, which is what I love about a lot of the brands here in Los Angeles, is because we deal with sets so much that all these problems come up so often and we're trying to make our lives easier.
Yeah.
What is one of the things that you have that's going on that will allow for easier? You mentioned like somebody can text you guys if they don't have headsets or what you have a new program going on?
Yeah, so we're launching our delivery service in Los Angeles. It's a model that we ran successfully in Vancouver, Canada, where I'm from and where I started this, is just a headset delivery. And so we have a 1-800 number. It's 1-888-44 on set. I can write it in the caption for everybody.
Yes,
And
please.
so people can, yeah, people can text, call, or text this number. They can email us directly or through our website. Basically, just get a hold of us in any way and just say, hey, we need a headset here at this studio, here at this stage, here on location, anywhere in Los Angeles, and we'll deliver it for free. We invested in an electric vehicle. So we have an electric delivery vehicle. So it's no emissions, just trying to do our part. And so you can call this number. We're open pretty much all the time. During business hours, most of the time that we can do that, but we have definitely gone out in some special cases where it's a little bit later at night because things can happen at any time. You don't know when, your headset's going to go down. We'll deliver it. We can sell headsets to you, to your crew, anybody that needs it. Then once everybody's set up, we'll bail out of there. And so our delivery line, I just threw it up on the
I
captions.
see
I
that
just pinned it on the
Oh, that's right.
on the chat.
Yes, 1-888-44 on set.
on set.
Yeah, you can call or text and they'll get right to us. And it's pretty simple. Just let us know where you are. And if we can, we'll head out there.
Is there like a mileage within? Is it? I know it's within Los Angeles, but if it's like Van Nuys, do you do it within a certain radius by any chance?
Yeah, we are modeling it out after the TMZ, the 30-mile zone.
Okay.
We hit all the studios, Burbank. In Burbank, we also go down to Fox. If you're in Long Beach or if you're in Orange County, that might be hard for us, but definitely right around the studio zone, we can get there, no problem. Personally, I live near a highway entrance, so I can just get on the highway in 5 minutes and be anywhere. To at most studios within 20 minutes, Burbank's 20 minutes, Hollywood's 20 minutes, Century City, 20 minutes, same day delivery. And we understand the need for communication on set. If your first AD's headset goes down, or your first AC or DP or whatever, you're going to need a headset ASAP. And that's what we're trying to fulfill here.
That's awesome. And for the different customizations and stuff like that, could you speak more to that? Because I think that's really neat that you can, because when I first started in the industry, you just could just get black. That was it. But now you can put brand names on there. You have different colors of set stuff. So could you speak more to that? Like, what can people get?
Yeah, a few of our products are based on just suggestions from the crew. And so we develop them. We work with a factory and we have such a great, close, intimate relationship with our factory that I can just suggest something. They'll take it to their engineers. They'll draw up some schematics and they'll make a sample. We'll get the sample tested. And if it's all good, we'll launch it. And usually in a small batch at first, just to test the waters. But then we can order more from there. Some of the things that we made from suggestions, the first one I can think of is the chest pack headset. Some people on set wear chest packs, right? And
Mhm.
before their surveillance, they would have to put their surveillance here and they'd have this kind of big rat's nest of coiled cable right here that just gets in the way. And so we just said to our factory, hey, can we just make a shorter cord? So we made this 10-inch cord. It just fits perfectly where your chest pack would be on left or right side. And it just reduces that line. Won't have all that slack there. So chest pack users love that as an option. Secondly to that, another suggestion was which we call the shorty. That headset's called the shorty chest pack headset. And another suggestion we took was to make a shorty extender. So if someone with a shorty chest pack wanted to go to a full length headset, we
Oh,
made an
cool.
extension piece. Yeah.
Right on.
So that's the shorty extender. That's one example of a customized headset that we made based off suggestion. Another one that we launched last year is called the Film Pro Y. And let me just explain to everybody, the Film Pro is like what we call our brand of headsets. It's how like Nike has their Air Force Ones. We have the Film Pro. And we wanted to shift the identity of these surveillance headsets away from, they were known as the FBI
Mhm.
headset, covert military headset. We wanted to have more of like a film vernacular. And GoPro was huge at the time. And I just slapped two and two together. I said, let's call it the Film Pro for film pros.
Yeah.
And so that's that's what we call our headsets. So we've got the basic Film Pro. That's our Kevlar, our reinforced headset, the 2-pin Motorola. And then we just add on to that. So the Film Pro is the main platform. We've got the Film Pro X, which is essentially a Film Pro with a second input line. And then we also launched the Film Pro Y last year, which has a female plug so that people with their own headphones can plug into the headset,
Oh, nice.
use their headphones as the listening piece. This was based on a suggestion, I think, from someone in the sound department, maybe a sound mixer or boom up, because they have their more high def headsets that they wear and they wanted to be able to use it with the walkie talkies. So we went ahead and we made this sample and had them sample it and it worked. And we launched it. So now it's part of our website. You can go on our website, see all of our products, Film Pro X, Film Pro Y. Even elaborating onto that, well, we made the Film Pro XY, which is the dual input headset, the Film Pro X, with the capability to plug in your headphones, the Film Pro Y. So we've made the Film Pro XY. And that one seems to be very popular in the sound department because they want to be able to listen to their walkie, listen to the Comtech, and use their high def headphones. So
That's
if
cool.
anybody out there listening, listen, you have a great idea for a headset or an accessory for a headset, let us know. We'd love to talk with you and love to develop it. And if it can help you, then it can most likely help other people on set. And that's what we want to do.
I see that you've partnered up with Sidebrick, which I'm excited about. I just partnered up with them as well. Their Sidebrick is this thing that I use a lot use now on set because your phone is always, as an AD, your phone is always losing charge and you don't always have an ability to go find some place to plug in. And you can plug in through this little adapter that plugs into your walkie battery. So that's pretty darn
Wow.
cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I love that you said that adapter because it's so brand new. Not many people really have experience with it. And a lot of the questions or the main thing I get is that, oh, it's a battery.
It's
And
not.
I have to explain it's not a battery. It's an adapter. It goes
Yeah.
between your battery and your walkie, and it uses the walkie battery power and it just adds ports to it. So there's two USB ports, USB-C ports, and there's a USB-A port. So you can charge your iPhone, you can charge your Android, your iPad, your vape, anything else. It's great. Yeah, you're going to go through walkie batteries more, but
Oh, they always
whatever,
have
there's
bricks on them. 80s always
Yeah, that's
have
the thing.
bricks on
People
them. Yeah.
carry bricks. The PAs
Yeah.
always have bricks.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but you're never gonna be near a wall, like a wall
A wall
port,
charger, yeah.
or if you are, like, if maybe the AC or your script supervisor might be kind enough to let you borrow their little port, but you never know. Like everybody's always nice to the AD because they don't want you to yell at them, but nobody.
It's true.
Somebody else may not be as kind to you to let you use their charging station.
But you know what the problem with that is that you got to like then leave your phone there.
Exactly.
And then you got to go and do your thing. But at least with the side brick, it's a
It's with
mobile
you.
charger. It's with you.
Yeah.
You may run through more batteries in the day. Okay, so the AD, walkie PA has to add more steps to their day. Yeah.
Swat some bricks. It's no big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's genius.
Yeah.
And the guys that do it are really great. Also work on set. And so then they're developing it constantly. They think they're coming out with their next version of it next year, where it's going to be plastic injection molding as opposed to 3D printed, which it is right now.
Yeah.
That's going to drive the price down. And it's also going to make it more stronger, a better product.
Yeah. That's super cool. Yeah, no, I've been following you guys for a while. I'm like, oh man, this is so neat. I just love when people just solve their own problems.
Through a business
Innovation.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I come from a business background, so I'm always love when innovation happens through just solving a problem. You guys, there are so many problems that happen on set, and it's neat when filmmakers are more than just filmmakers and they solve problems and make it into something for everybody else to also partake in. It's very good.
We're doing innovating. Innovating is doing something new with something that's already, old. Doing something old. And we're not reinventing the headset. We're just like doing new things with it.
A little bit better, yes. Do you miss ADing at all?
Great question.
That's great. I still have dreams. I still have dreams of being on set.
Oh,
Stress
man.
dreams?
Yeah,
Stress,
everything's
are they
going on.
traumatic stress dreams?
Yeah, I should say nightmares. I should say really. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Honestly, like just the camaraderie, being
Yes.
around everybody. The free lunches is also good.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Just being a part of something and being important, I guess, are the focal point of the set. I learned watching as a PA, working up the ranks, the AD ranks. I learned from watching other ADs and just like finding my own groove. Some people think ADs are like yellers. And I really tried not to be. I really tried to talk calmly. Yeah, show everybody respect because you got to have an open door policy. People have to come to you with questions. You don't want them to be afraid of you or afraid to come up to you because then things are going to fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
I miss the scheduling, working with Movie Magic scheduling. It's like a puzzle, really just figuring out this puzzle, how we're going to do it, and then coming up with an amazing schedule that can maybe save time. If you could save time, you can save production money.
Yes.
And everybody loves you even more. So sometimes I do. What I don't miss is the long hours. I don't miss the back pain, the exhaustion, that's for sure. But all the other things, the camaraderie, just having everybody around working together.
When was the last set you worked? Do you remember?
That was probably, just shortly after COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, in 2021.
Okay.
I even worked as a COVID health
Compliance officer.
honestly. Yeah, exactly. On a TV show called Alien, Resident Alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was filmed in Vancouver. But as an AD, I think it was just like an indie. I wasn't prepared to take on all of these extra COVID responsibilities. I felt that wasn't really filmmaking.
Yeah.
Schedule COVID tests and all
Yes.
the
Yep.
actors.
I was an AD during that time. It was fun.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. It was like, all right, cool. Now we're scheduling COVID tests and we had to build that into our schedule. Yeah. Now that was an interesting time period.
Yeah, I can see the trauma flashbacks happening.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was that was really the deciding factor for me. And as an entrepreneur, you may understand this, is
Mhm.
that there comes a time in every entrepreneur's life where they have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Are they going to stay down this path? Are they going to go down their own path? And I really felt that was a decision I had to make after COVID. Do I want to stay as an AD, worrying about these tests, worrying about getting COVID on set? Or should I focus on Onset Headsets, this business, this company that I created? And at that time, I was making more money doing Onset Headsets. I was able to make my own schedule. I just felt a little bit more comfortable doing that. And I said to myself, okay, this is that time. And then I retired from the film industry, the productions side of it.
Yeah. That's so funny. Now same. That's so cool that you're an AD. Yeah. I started ADing in 2016, 15, 16. Yeah. And then, so yes, I did the COVID stuff. And then, but I fell into ADing. I wasn't even supposed to start. I wasn't even supposed to AD. Directing was all I wanted to do, but it's hard as directing is hard to get in unless you are producing your own stuff, basically. And so but ADing, nobody ever wants to be an AD.
Nobody wants to be an AD. You either feel like you can do it because you see the ADs you're working with and go, oh yeah, I think I could do it better.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that I can think of anybody that has the dream of being an AD because it's a really tough job.
It's
It's a really
stressful.
thankless job. Yeah.
It's very stressful. Yes. It's very stressful.
Is it the same here? They said that in the Directors Guild of Canada, the average lifespan of an AD
50.
is 56.
Yeah. Yes. Same.
Wow.
Yes. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
That really messed with me.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
I didn't know that.
age. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to, I joined the DJ as a first AD. So I'm like, I'm trying to shift over to just being purely a director and hoping that my other entrepreneurial endeavors will kick off. That's my 401k plan, basically. Is that
Retirement plan? Yeah.
That's my retirement.
Gotta
plan.
definitely have your passive income
Yeah.
that
Yes.
funds your
my
Really?
main my
Right.
dream, my directing dream. Yes.
Yeah.
So
and I'd
that's
love to make movies again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've definitely always kept that in my view, but I'm really just focusing for the next few years on Onset Headsets. One of the main drivers is this visa I got to work here in the States. So I moved down in 2022 full time and I'm on a business visa. I got papers. Don't tell ICE.
I was about to say, don't let us know.
I got papers anyway. I got
Yeah.
papers. But this business visa that I'm on allows me to live and work in the States for, I think, 5 years.
amazing.
So I got the next few years. So I'm really just trying to take advantage of that time, really focus on expanding the business here. Obviously, Hollywood that was our main goal.
Yeah.
Vancouver to LA is literally a straight shot down the I-5. I drive a lot between the two, but now we're trying to expand into Atlanta, New York, now Europe, and get into territories outside of North America.
If you need help in Texas, let us know.
Hey,
Text us.
yeah.
Austin,
know.
Texas is where we moved from. I moved from.
I'm still
I'm
here.
still-
Yeah,
I'm telling Austin.
your heart is still there.
Deep in the heart of Texas. So, yes.
We have a great relationship with Texas. In Dallas, one of our dealers, our flagship store is Dependable Expendables.
Yes. I know them.
Hey, yeah.
Yes. They're awesome. Yes.
Yeah, those guys, Tim and Chris, are great.
Yes.
And so that we have representation in Texas.
That's great. Yes.
I have yet to be there. I have yet to go there, but I would love to visit there. I know that they have the Texas Film Production Expo.
Yeah, they had it for the first time this year. We were part of it. And
Okay.
there's another one. You should try to get in touch with the Houston one. There's a Houston Expo as well. The Houston
Okay.
Expo is also newish. I think they were on their second year this year. We were part of that for the second year, but I can get you contact with that. Austin doesn't really have an expo. They have South by Southwest, which is not really an expo at all. It's more of a tech type thing.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's
Didn't
like
that just move to Colorado too?
no, not South by. Colorado is Sundance.
That's what I maybe.
Yeah, Sundance moved to Boulder. I think Boulder. Was it Boulder? Yeah. So Sundance moved to Colorado, but no, South by is still at South by. It's still in Austin, Texas. I know they were talking about it, but I don't think that ever went through at all. But South by Southwest is still.
Yeah, it's mostly like tech stuff in the last couple of years with South by that I noticed in the last couple of years.
Well, Austin's is Silicon Hills, basically.
Basically.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
CES, like consumer electronics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
yes, yeah, a lot of that stuff. But no, Austin hasn't really caught on to expos for film stuff yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they are trying. I know that there's a PGA producer from LA that moved to Austin that started the Austin Entertainment Business Group there, who's trying to rally up people to. But Texas, I love Texas, but the big thing about Texas is they're really chill, super chill, too chill sometimes, and they just do things at their own chill pace. So
Yeah, that's true. They do take their time.
it's a good time. So that's the beauty of the South that I often miss a lot, because here you're constantly feeling like you're going to have a heart attack. But
Especially property owners too, like with locations, like property location owners, they really drag their feet in response. Yeah.
Yes. They take their time.
But we love them.
Yes. But what do you have going on in the future that you're really excited about for Onset headsets?
In the direct future, we got a couple events. For example, on October 30th, this Thursday coming up, we'll be exhibiting at the Film Tools Oktoberfest.
Ooh,
Fun.
Yeah, so the Film Tools Oktoberfest is one of their biggest events that they've put on every year. It's usually with the ScanDisc and some other big companies, large companies. But then recently they've opened it up and invited like smaller companies to have a booth and exhibit. So this will be our second Oktoberfest with them. And it's just getting bigger every year. They do it at the Film Tools shop.
okay.
Yeah. You guys are more than welcome. Maybe you can have a little.
Yeah,
there.
Why didn't Joe tell me? Yeah, I'm going to totally get him, message him and ask him why the F he didn't say anything.
Joe's got a lot going on. He's been
know.
on his plane. But still sign up for the Film Tools newsletter. You can also sign up for and Headsets newsletter.
Bother him and tell him.
We got that coming up on Thursday next month. We'll be exhibiting at the Arizona AVL Expo, the Audio and Visual Tech Expo in Arizona. It's in Mesa at the Mesa Convention Center, November 5th. We'll be exhibiting there. And the interesting thing about the Arizona industry is it's a collaboration between film, TV. They do events, concert, but also a lot of house of worship, a lot of churches.
Oh.
Yeah, their production value has increased in the last few years. They're looking for the newest cameras, the newest sound systems, the headsets, front of house, back of house. So we're really getting our products across to these new industries.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
You're going nationwide with Onset headsets. I love it.
That's
Sure,
good.
it'll be like the headset. The film industry just dominate that. A lot of other companies that do this, they don't focus on headsets. They see the headset is more like an accessory, which it is. You need the walkie-talkie or you need the intercom for the headset to plug into. And so that's where we're really trying to position ourselves as the headset focused guys to do these things. So we even made a headset for intercoms, Hollyland, Clearcom, Bolero. They use the 4-pin XLR.
Yep.
And so we made a headset with the 4-pin XLR connector. our
It's always
headsets.
the
here are
unsexy
$50.
stuff that people forget about, but it's always the unsexy stuff that like is the most essential thing. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, if you don't have a headset, you can't communicate on set.
Yeah.
You just can't. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a collapse of an entire ecosystem
Oh,
of your whole set. But it's funny, that is the one thing that people always just like overlook, because I get it, it's not the camera or the latest technology or whatever it is, but like it is, you can't skimp on that stuff.
no.
Yeah, not at all.
Especially when you're in
we're trying to
the.
make.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
No, it's just what you said about the unsexiness. We're trying to make headsets sexy again.
Yes. Bring sexy back for for headsets.
I was just gonna say that for me, like I've definitely had that in the middle. Like I work art department, so my surveillances
Okay.
go through some abuse. I've definitely shown up to set several times with busted headsets, and I'm just like, man, if only there was a service where I could call a 188 number to get headsets. Like now, I would have loved to use Onset, but I would have to go on Amazon, buy something that's going to come like in 4 days, and I'm just like, I'm already wrapped by that time, so why? I'm just gonna borrow someone else's surveillances that is very uncomfortable and I don't like.
And that's a story that we're
yeah.
familiar with, and that's where we're trying to position ourselves. Because if you're in LA, we can get a delivery to you within the same day. If you're outside of LA, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, we do have shipping. We ship it out most times on the day that we receive the order, and you can
That's great.
choose how you want to get it. If you want the slow, economical option, if you want to pay a little bit more, get the faster courier to you. We have the next day air service with UPS. So we're really just trying to make our products accessible for everybody.
Yeah.
Said.
Yeah, it's crazy because you're right. Like I'm not the only one on set who have busted surveillances. I see a lot of people who would come to me, or someone from costume would come to me, like come to art department and be like, do you guys have a extra surveillance? Is this wrong department? Or because they're like, oh, production doesn't have any surveillances. Do you guys have an extra one? It's just, wow. That's when you know it's really bad. When it's like production doesn't have surveillances.
As art department.
You came to art. That's wild. But yeah.
We have some comments, I think. Can you read? I can't read. I'm
yeah, we had a few comments come
Okay.
in from the Creep, KREAP. My favorite part was that each department got their time on set rather than everyone else fighting for space and time. So that's interesting.
If that's in relation to the AD,
Yeah.
I remember being on set. You want to have the departments to have their own time and space to do everything. Our department needs time setting up walls or setting up their art. You don't want to have all the departments in there sitting on the couches and just getting in the way. This guy felt like a Jurassic Park, the very beginning of a Jurassic Park 1, where the Muldoon, the guy with the shotguns, first team in, first team out, second team in.
That's what it is.
Use that as a reference. Yeah. Okay, camera. Okay, now it's time for camera. The thing. Okay, camera's done. Let's get the art department in. Okay, art department out. Let's get the actors in. And so we just want to, at least I do, just want to give all the departments the time, space, and respect for them to do their art.
Yeah, especially a good first AD would ensure that we do have that space. But I've definitely worked on sets where I have to fight for space with G&E and camera and all those guys, because they're just like, dude, we got to set up. And I'm like, I got to set up too, but oh, no, we're both like clashing together, and I have to fight C-stands to set dress and stuff.
Exactly. Creep.
Yeah, and Creep is also a first AD as well. Filmmakers in the chat.
Yeah,
guys.
first ADs.
We got filmmakers here, y'all.
First ADs.
They're
Was there
crazy.
another one? I thought there was another one.
And the Creep also said the shorty cable also. So you got some love for the chest pack cables as well. So
Based.
yeah.
Thank you.
And that's the other thing too. I didn't even think about a chest pack until you brought it up. And I was like, that actually does sound nice to have, instead of clipping it on my other bag or whatever, on my shirt or on my belt loop. So it just destroys my belt. Yeah. No, this is all great. Yeah, I think that's it for the questions. With onset headset as an AD, the ability to hear the actors and help with the cues is a game changer. Yeah. for sure.
Yes, definitely. The great thing about the Film Pro X, the dual input headset, is that the piece of technology that we have that kind of does that, some people may call it like a switcher. And so what happens is the main line, the radio line, that takes preference, that takes priority. So you always hear the rolls and cuts, the actions, you hear the important stuff. The other line, the second line, the auxiliary line that you have plugged into your Comtech or whatever, it's when you're listening to music in your car and the GPS comes on and the music lowers.
Oh, it dulls the music. Yeah.
It automatically does that.
There's an automatic ducking. So the radio, or sorry, the Comtech, you can still hear in the background, but you'll hear cut or action going again, and then it'll duck back up.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's really great. Our technicians, our engineers that made that really knocked it out of the park. And like I said, it's an exclusive item to us. I've never seen, I personally, if someone else has seen it, that's great. I know of people that have tried to create their own converter box. There was one called like the Mike's converter box, but it's like almost like this big. But ours is like this big. It just fits on the line. It's already built into the line. It's not an adapter. It's not an addition. And we were really excelled with that product. And it's just probably changed. I mean, our Google and Facebook reviews, we've got 5-star reviews from so many people, so many AEDs and ACs. And the main theme that they're saying is that this has changed the game on set for me. No more double headsets. I don't miss anything. So we really love hearing stories like that.
It's just like the simple, like what Christine said earlier, is just simple innovation that just really goes a long way. And like you said, Matt, it just minimalizes all the clutter and all. You have 2 headsets on your head, or like if you have a chest pack, all the rat nest cables popping out of your collar, like it's all just minimalized, it's streamlined, and you don't have another set of anxiety when it comes to comms, essentially.
Exactly. And you nailed it. And you were talking about the Amazon headset before.
Yeah.
A lot of our customers come from Amazon.
Yeah. I hate these headsets.
Yeah. They last for 3 weeks, maybe one show, and you got to get a new one. And one of the things that we're proud to say is that if you buy an Onset headsets, it's most likely going to be the last headset that you buy.
Yeah.
First of all, it's going to withstand everything that you could throw at it. It's withstood special effects explosions, rain towers. I know crew that used them in Calgary on the Revenant, -14.
Oh my God.
They used our headsets, work perfectly.
Wow.
I know tree that, in Hawaii, in the jungles of Hawaii, where it's just constantly raining and moisture, our headsets have handled that. And they're backed by our warranty. So headset comes with a 1-year warranty, straight up 1-year warranty. Anything goes wrong, we'll try and repair or replace it. And some models even have lifetime warranties. And this is lifetime of the headset. It's not like a subscription for the person. It's not the lifetime of the person. For example, if you buy a headset, if it goes down in 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, we'll repair, replace it. The replacement's free.
That's
cost for shipping, but at least you are confident in knowing that if something happens, we got your back.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Do you guys do bulk orders? Are there a specialty for bulk orders?
Yeah, for sure. Give us a call, give us an email. Let us know what you're looking for, what maybe like your budget range is. We can do that for shows. I know sometimes a gaffer or key grip will maybe get 5 or 6 for their crew. Work with them on that. If, for example, walkie rental companies want to upgrade their headsets to your headsets, we do bulk orders and that. We can even do custom labeling. I think you mentioned this. So on the microphone, by standard RSA Onset headsets on them. But if you want them to stay over and out, if you want film tools or whatever, we can make custom labeled headsets as well.
That's
okay. We might have to talk about that.
Christine's already having business ideas.
No, it's something I've been thinking about for a while. Because
what headsets do you have currently? Just the ones that came with them, or
just what comes with it? Because of the turnaround, because people don't treat rental gear well. But the problem we're running into is that then they get mixed up with people's personals or whatever as well, because everything's black. And so it would be nice if I feel like people take care of things when it's obvious that it is somebody else's thing. Do you see what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So I think just by simply making it a different color and is custom to our brand, people will be like, oh, I can't treat this like shit because it'll be obvious if it came back effed up. But if when it looks like a generic, like everybody else's headsets, it could just be like, oh, that's just how it was. It's easier to overlook it, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
No, that's quite a
So-
nuance that you're aware of. So many times we've heard from rental companies that people will just swap out their old
Mhm.
headset with the new one and take
Yep.
that. But
Yep.
this way, if we labeled it all over and out on the microphone, they can't
Right.
do that.
They can't. Yep. And
And
I
our
really,
headsets
I
are-
really that you guys have that 1 year warranty thing too.
Yeah.
So
For
because
sure.
that's also something we've noticed is that for sure the stuff that you get off Amazon doesn't last very long at all.
No.
And it's not consistent as well. Like,
This
even if
this
you
already
order,
broke after one.
yeah,
one ship.
even if you order it
One
brand
ship.
new,
Oh, yeah.
This
Yeah.
this guy right here.
right,
with
even if
the-
you
with
order
that
it brand
button.
new, it may not work.
Oh
still.
yeah, that's the other thing too. Sometimes a buddy of mine would order surveillance, the same surveillance I would get, and he would be like, "Dog, like I used it for the first time and it doesn't even work."
It didn't
I'm
work.
like, what? So
Yeah,
you have to
we've
deal with
had
that possibility.
problem where we're like, we literally gave you all brand new surveillances. What do you mean it didn't work? So we have had that problem as well, where if you order something brand new off Amazon, where it just still doesn't work. So
You see, so where that problem is, if you want to know more
Sure.
nuance about it, is that these headset companies like Amazon, Motorola, they're
Yeah.
building their products or the headsets to price. They're trying to get a lower price, $20, $25. Where we're fortunate is that our factory makes the main product of the factory is military headsets.
yeah,
And one of their products is a surveillance headset for walkie-talkies. And so when we found them, and we've been with our factory since day one, we have
Yeah.
not waned from our factory. We've been there since 2013, almost 15 years. And they're consistent. We got the Kevlar lining inside,
uh-huh.
got the water resistant microphone. We got the really good high grade plastic earpiece. And so right out of the box, we guarantee that it's going to work for at least a year that it's going to work. And you know what the film people crew put it through? They're
Mhm.
moving stuff, they're lifting
Yep.
stuff, they're rain
Yes.
towers, explosions.
Yeah.
Normally, walkie-talkie headsets are normally like security guards. They're just standing there to talk into a few times, or at a restaurant or hotel. Go for me. I would say that the film crew, besides the military,
Yeah.
put these things through the ringer, like
Yeah.
simulated
We put it through shit.
explosions.
Yes,
literally.
we do.
Yeah.
It comes back and we're like, what did you do?
I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I can.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I just do my job. I don't know what I. It was a loud show.
The jungle with the,
I got a story. I was working on set and I walked by a dolly, and on the sides of the dolly handles, they got this kind of hooks.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, right.
And it got hooked on my headset.
Rip
And
that.
the headset,
baby.
it literally like exploded out of my ear, like into pieces. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God. I picked up all the pieces, and on a camera cart that was there, I put them all together and I put it back in, and it worked again. I was like, if this happened with an Amazon headset or
Oh,
like
it's
a
over.
Philips
Yeah.
headset,
You're
it
ordering a new
would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still use it like for the rest of my shoots. That's where I've really fell in love with our products, is when I was using them on set. And I was like, if I like it,
Yeah.
other people are going to like it. And that's more or less how Onset headsets.
You're not fucking around with quality. You know what I mean? You just,
Right.
it works. It works. And you have the warranty on top of that,
Yes.
let alone
that
braving all the
I-
elements.
Yeah.
we
Well,
really understand. Everybody has a different situation. It could be broken on its own. They could break it. They could lose it or steal it. And we feel that recently someone said to us, oh, my headset got stolen out of my bag, my kit bag. Is there anything
Oh.
you can do?
Yeah.
And so what we did is we offered a new headset to them at half price.
That's
It's
right.
not their fault that they lost it. It's not our fault that they lost it, but we'll meet them halfway
Yeah.
and we'll work together. And they just had to pay half price in shipping, and they got a brand new headset with the 1 year warranty. We really want to connect and help our customers.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um,
I love products by film people for film people to
Yeah.
understand what happens in the trenches.
Yeah,
So
you're
we're
not going to get that kind of customer service or
No.
connection with Amazon.
No.
You're buying it from directly from China, some this
No.
overseas
On
factory.
Temu.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Temu headsets exactly. Or Wish
No.
headset.
100%. More. That's
Yeah, if
awesome.
you come to us, you can guarantee that we know what we're doing, we know what we're talking about.
You know
Be
why?
consistent.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. That's awesome. No, I really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed talking to you, Matt. I think it makes a huge difference, especially for your listeners to know that like you're a crew member, former crew member that made this to solve a problem. I think it's really important for people to know that because you're not just some business person who
You're not just slinging headsets here.
slinging just because you saw it as a moneymaker, whatever. Like you wanted to solve a problem. And I think that's the coolest part is that. And so, yeah, I will be definitely, because yes, I have over and out and we definitely have a headset problem. And yeah, I will be asking you many questions after this. For those who want to go order headsets, you should visit onsheadsets.com and follow Onset Headsets on their Instagram at Onset Headsets. And if you're on IG, it's pinned to our comments to get your headsets delivered to you. If you're in Los Angeles, you can text or call the number 1-888-44-ONSET. You'll see it on our comments, 1-888-44-ONSET. So this is insane that you can do that you can text this number and get a headset delivered to you.
Unbelievable.
Because I can't tell you how many times like a headset has gone down because they were ordered from Amazon. So please keep that number on speed dial somewhere on your phone. Sorry, Austin, this is not for you yet, but we will make it happen. We will make it happen. We will make it happen.
Yeah, once
So.
we get this model going up and running, maybe get a couple drivers in LA, then I can bring the model to another territory. And I want to give back to you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to make an exclusive discount code for Realism followers. I'm going to post it in the chat right now. They can pin it. If they use the code Realism15, we'll give them 15% off our entire website.
Amazing.
With that code as a thank you to you guys and your followers.
Amazing.
So yes, Reelisms, REELISM is 15. Please go and check it out so you guys can get 15 off of any of their products, which is, I'm very excited about that. I myself will probably use that code because I actually do need, I'm going to call you, ask you about getting a bulk of something. Chatting about that for sure.
I'd love to work with you.
Yes, but thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us, even though it was a surprise. And hopefully we can figure out more partnerships to go because I fucking love filmmakers who solve problems and filmpreneurs is what I call them. So
Filmpreneur. Oh,
filmpreneur.
Yes, a filmpreneur. I myself am one as well. So
And
yes, because we are the Get Realisms podcast.
You know what time it is. Housekeeping
Yes, it
time,
is.
baby.
Housekeeping time.
It is. The GetRealisms.com. Get your books, get your hats. My t-shirt is in the laundry, but we got these.
I got mine on though.
She got hers on. She did her laundry. I did not. So we are set to go, you guys. Go to getrealisms.com, pick up your books, pick up your baby books. Listen, I'm a baby brain myself. Sometimes I need a baby book. Who knows? You know what I mean? So you pick up your books today, y'all. And again, thank you so much, Matt from Onset Headsets, for chiming in and coming in and hanging out with us. Open invite. Come back in anytime you want to come back in the pod and shoot the shit with us. We'd love to have you on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll reach out and see how we can put your stuff on our website and all that jazz because I love what you guys do. So
we're always open to collaboration.
heck yeah. Alrighty, sir. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and
Thanks,
we will
guys.
chat very soon.
Thank you, y'all. Appreciate it.